Bev, welcome to the Big Sister Interviews. Can you tell us about your career? What is it like to be a female technical director of Welsh Gymnastics?
It's amazing. It is the most fulfilling role that I've probably ever had. It's also very demanding. Although it's a volunteer post, it takes up an awful lot of time. It keeps me off the golf course.
What advice could you give to young women wanting to pursue a career in leadership in the sports industry?
The first bit of advice I would give you and anybody who wants to do this, especially as a young female, is to find a passion. Whatever that passion is, whatever sport that is with, is to find your feet, get in through the door, volunteer. That's always a really great entry point. If you can volunteer, it really does open some doors. It also gives you some experience, and then after that, keep well educated. So your schoolwork is probably the most important thing that you'll ever do. But that said, university is certainly not for everybody. But in everything that you find in life, there is some sort of education process. So it might be becoming a coach. You need to get educated or get qualified. And becoming a judge or an umpire, you need to go on the courses and get the reading done. Not necessarily in books anymore, but online and any which way you can. But, you know, young girls tend to shy away quite a lot because it's a man's world, a boy's world. It seems like there are millions more boys in our world than there are girls and women. But you know what, doesn't matter. You work your way through that, you find your way, but keep yourself really high on the information, the knowledge, the understanding. And you can only get that by learning.
How do you manage gender inequalities in gymnastics?
Women in gymnastics is very commonplace. So there is men's gymnastics and there are lots of other disciplines in gymnastics, but women have been really at the forefront. But in other sports, it's always about believing in yourself and pushing it forward. You've got to push the boundaries just a little bit. You don't have to be rude, you don't have to be nasty, you just have to ask the right questions. Well, why can't I play? Why am I not allowed to be part of that boys' world? And I think we're pushing the boundaries. So inequalities for us, it doesn't feature, but it certainly does in other sports.